All right, cool.
All right, so when I walk Zoro, he used to be on my left-hand side. If I take a turn and he doesn't, then he's gonna start to feel some stimulation on his collar. I'm gonna tell him where I want him, which is to be on my side, and I do that by tapping my hip. All right, and he loops around, and I tell him to sit, and he sits. When I start moving, I just say, Zoro, heel. I give him a little pressure with the collar. When I stop walking, I'll just pull up just a little bit, and then he has to sit down. Zoro, sit. Good. Heel. Good. This is just up, and then I can just say stay. I'll just do a circle around him, Zoro, stay. Zoro, come, and Zoro, sit. Good. Zoro, heel. Sit. Good. Zoro, heel. I want to be able to take left-hand turns in front of him. I want to stop. I want him to sit. Heel. And then I want to be able to take right-hand turns. Zoro, stop. You've had enough, buddy. I want to be able to take right-hand turns, and he follows me whenever I take right-hand turns. If he ever touches the end of my leash, he's just going to get stimulation. So when I walk, if he's on my leash and I don't have an e-collar, I'm correcting him for it. Like, not just here, like, I'm snapping it, okay? He is a strong dog. He needs it, you know what I'm saying? Zoro, heel. I taught him everything for fun and motivation, so he knows that I'm good-willed and I have a bond with him, and he wants to listen to me because I have good stuff for him. I pay him with food, I pay him with toys. But then I proof it all with pressure, so it's like, hey, I don't have any toys and food right now, but you know what I'm talking about? So I need you to work for me, though. Like, there's no questions about it, I just need you to work for me. When I'm not moving, I need you to sit. If you're not gonna sit, I'm gonna pull up this leash until you sit, and then I'm gonna give you your slack back. But, anywho, Zoro, come here. Sit down. Sit down. Stay. I expect him to do everything on the leash and off the leash the same. But like the first week, I would like you guys to use the leash a lot so he knows that you're in control. And also, I'm gonna have food for you, so the more you bond with him. Hey, Zoro, come. Come. See, you started getting some stimulation for that immediately. Sit down. I like you also use the leash with him the first week a lot, and a lot of food with him, because I want you to bond with him, and I don't want you to just start telling him what to do and correcting him for it. You can, but it would be way easier for you and him if there's a reason for you guys to work together. Okay. If you just start saying this and that and this and that, he knows from me, but I need him to bond with you. Okay. So he's getting a new boss, all right? And if his new boss is just like, I need that, I need that, I need that, I need that, he's gonna be like, yo, my old boss was way cooler though. But if you guys bond with him and use the first week to kind of be like, yo, you're gonna work with us.
Build that relation.
Yeah, just a little bit. I mean, he knows you guys already or whatever, you know? So he thought about it and then he auto-corrected. Don't do that. So, Zoro, come here. Up. Zoro, up. Good. No, Zoro, that's not correct at all. Zoro, up. Sit down. Good. I don't know if that was frustration or he's just being funny. Maybe he smelled a dog on it or whatever, but stay. I tell him stay, I show him my hand, stay. If he steps off the board, he gets corrected, I lead him back up there, we do it again. Okay. Stay. I'm gonna give you a board like this, okay? So, the first few days, it's just gonna be like, Zoro stay, Zoro come. Good. When he gets here, Zoro sit. Zoro stay. Zoro come. Zoro sit. Zoro lay down. Good. Come. Good. Sit. Heel. Heel. Good boy. When he does something right or he's thinking about doing something right, good boy, good dog, good Zoro. When he's not, no. Sit. Good. Stay. I do circles because when I take his back, he wants to flip around and watch me. So I make sure he does not. Don't do that. I'll say other things too, like, hey, what's going on? What's going on? What's going on? Hey, what's going on? What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? Hey, what's up? What's up? Okay. Okay. Good. Okay is his release. If he releases himself and he doesn't hear his name or okay, it's a problem. It's a real problem. Zoro, come. Zoro, come. Zoro, come. Stop playing. Come here. Zoro, sit. Good. Stay. If you do this like every other day for 5 minutes, then he's going to be like, okay, we work for 5 minutes. This is good. I know who I'm talking to. Everything is cool. That way, when you get around people, he starts to be like, yeah, I usually listen to you. You kind of work with me for 5 minutes every day or every other day. And that, therefore, we have a working relationship. If you don't work with them, Zoro, get back up. Up. Sit down. If you don't work with him, then he doesn't have that relationship. And so when he does bad things, you correct him, but he doesn't have a working relationship with you. Also, too, if he learns that he can do stuff like that and he can walk away and get away with it, he's going to. Like, if he can just get up and I don't correct him and tell him to get back, then he just is going to go run around. That's what he's going to do. Like, he's going to be like, no, sir. Get back up. Sit down. He's learned that I follow through, but that was only like 45 seconds. He's like, I tried him again, though. And it was just because you moved from here to here. He was like, he's coming to pet me for sure. Maybe I go see him now. No, it's not for you, dude. You need to stay in your place, though. So this is a place for him. Call it home. It could be in your living room, in the store. The one I'm going to give you is a little bit bigger, and it's in a box that needs to be assembled, but it has the Allen wrench in it or whatever. Okay. I was going to assemble it, but I don't think it would have fit in your Camry. I didn't know what you were driving today, so it's pretty big. Okay. So, and then if you have, I'll give you 2 of them. One you could put at the store and one you could put at the house maybe. But it's like, hey, no sir, get back up. Sit down. If I have company over and I don't want them to deal with it, I tell them to stay. I might even put a leash and tie it to a door handle right next to his bed so that it just manages him and I don't have to put him in the kennel or whatever. Sit. Good. As you can tell, he's working really good for me, but he needs to be handled. He has to be told what to do. Or else he's going to say, I'm the leader of the castle, I go here and I do this and I kind of knock off and I might do this and I might, like, he's very confident, you know what I mean? Anywho, his release is, okay. I only work him for, well, for you guys, Zoro, leave it. To start with, maybe 10 minutes or so. I usually work him for 30 to 40 minutes at a time. He's used to me talking to him like this for 30, 40 minutes at a time. Do this, don't do that. Walk with me here, don't do that. Walk with me there, don't do that. So I'm gonna do the same thing right now. So like right now I said, okay, he can do whatever he wants. But as soon as I start talking to him, as soon as the collar comes back in. Zoro, come. Just a little stimulation. Zoro, come. He's chattering his lips. There's probably a female dog that peed right there. He puts it in his mouth and chatters his mouth. It's just, he just likes what he smells or whatever. Zoro, come. Zoro, come. You're a safety net. If he can go to you and get away from working, he will. He'll say, I go to Dad. Dad doesn't care if I work or not. Zoro, heel.
نظافة كيف نظافة
كيف هذا؟
لين تنظف كيف؟
لو شو لك كل اسبوع مرة.
شنو مثلا؟ شنو تدوش شنو؟
صون
هذه
شامبو.
Stay. I want him to be pet, and then I want to leave him alone. Stay. Sometimes if you pet him, it means that you're funny, and then now you're playing with him, and now he doesn't have to listen to you. So I tell him when I leave, stay. Good boy, Zoro. Good boy. If I start playing with him too much, he'll get up. But if I just give him a little love and leave him, stay. Zoro, come. Zoro, heel. That's okay. I don't really like it. Zoro, heel. Heel. And sit. Zoro, heel. Good boy. Good, Zoro. Heel. Good. Zoro, up. Stay. Like, sit. Alright, so when he first saw you guys, he was like, well, he was using the bathroom, but he was like up on his shoulders, like head up, ears forward. He's focusing on something. It could be you, it could be another person, it could be a cat, it could be a dog. He doesn't get to meet dogs on a leash, okay? I don't let him go nose to nose with dogs and meet them on a leash. He's with you or the person that he loves. It's a new dog. He feels tension on his neck. He can't get to it. It starts to build this anticipation, and he'll start lunging and barking as the dog gets closer. I don't allow that to happen. If I want him to meet a dog on a leash, I either drop the leash or I take the leash off of him. I don't want any tension on his neck. Sit down. Sit down. Sit down. We're at 35. We're gonna go to 40. Sit. That's okay. I don't really want that. Zoro, up. Zoro, up. Sit. We're getting into, it might be 10, 15 minutes. You can tell he's like, you're overworking me, dude. I don't want to do that. Why are you, like, just let me go. It's like, now you gotta work for me, man. Like, so you can start to tell in the behavior of the animal, like, yo, you're pressing me hard, man. I just want some freedom. Why are you being serious like this? It's like, today's the day, man. You go home, so we had to be serious like this today. Anyways, if he's posturing something and he's on the end of my leash, I will correct him for it. Usually I don't walk towards the dog. I don't want to get closer to something that he's potentially like either wants to chase or he feels threatened by. I just say that kind of is serious in his mind or whatever, so I'm gonna go ahead and take him the other way. If he's barking or lunging or anything on the leash I don't like, he'll get corrected for sure. When we're inside and there's nothing to worry about, 30 or 35 is probably great. When we're outside and he sees something that he really wants, maybe 45, maybe 50. If he ever vocalizes you've gone too high, like, it's like, he's gone too high. I don't want that. You need to back it down because I'm not here to punish him. I want it to be effective. I want him to listen.
What's the maximum level I can?
100.
No, but 100 is too much. What's the max I can do to him? Keep it under like 50?
Maybe 50. But even at 50, if he's like, you, then
That's too much.
Yeah, too high. Too high. If he's chasing a deer, maybe 60. I don't know. But you have to kind of use your judgment a little bit.
Okay. No. Sit.
Very good. And then his release is
Okay.
very good. All right. I don't allow kids to do it. I don't allow my friends to do it, maybe potentially. All right. But I do. I love on him like you love on him. I put my hand in his. I put my head to his head. I pull on his ears. I kind of pull on his mouth. I trip him up. I play funny with him. I wrestle with him. I don't let kids wrestle with him. I don't let people that don't like dogs wrestle with him. He can feel this, you know what I'm saying? I don't let people that are scary around dogs be around him. He knows, you know what I'm saying? He will take advantage of them. He'll jump on them. He'll start to dominate them. It'll be funny.
Yes.
Okay?
I've seen that before.
Yeah. I don't do that. He doesn't get to grab anybody's clothes. He doesn't get to put his mouth on anyone's hands. it'll be funny and cute at first, but then you open that door, and now it's like,
you don't want to do that.
that was cool, but this is not. And it's like, you let me do this all the time. What do you mean? So
Now with everybody though.
if you guys, you and your cousin or your brother, you guys want to play hard, but don't let him do that with other people though, because he'll do it to somebody that doesn't like it, or he'll take it too far, and then you'll be like, yo, Zoro was kind of wilding with, and it's like, that was your fault, man. Don't do that. Don't let him do that. Okay, he's your beast. You keep everyone else safe. He's not meant to intimidate people unless they're threatening you. Okay, so don't let him think it's a funny game. Cause Zoro, come on, buddy.
Zoro, go.
Come on. Good. So typical stuff I do with him. I love on him. I grab his paws. I kind of mug him. I kind of pull on his ears. I roll him over. I grab his scruff. I open his mouth. Ha ha. Mr. Zoro is a good boy. All right. I'm cool with him, but I don't let everybody do that. They don't know him like that. And so like if someone walks up and does this to him, he's gonna pull his head back and probably lunge at him. I don't want that, all right? So when he comes around people, I just tell him, let him sniff your legs, let him sniff you. Once he's here, you can pet him, okay? But don't grab his head though, because he ain't gonna like that. He seems real cool right now, but you'll see what I'm saying. Somebody will be like, or people will laugh at him and stare at him. All he thinks is that they're staring at him and they're barking at him. And he'll start to get real serious. He'll be like, I don't know what. So, I had this happen with my dog one time. A dude downtown, he was like, is he cool? I was like, yeah, he's cool. And then the guy was like, ah. And then all of my dog's hair stood up and he was like, whoo. And the guy was like, whoa, whoa, whoa. It's like, yeah, you were being funny, bro. I don't know. Like, that was on you, though, not me. Because he meets people all the time and it's cool. But if somebody's going to be funny and he doesn't know, it's going to be like, I don't play with you like that, though. I'll bark at you and I'll lunge at you for sure. So, anyways, but I mean, I do want him to protect you guys where needed or whatever. If like somebody's being funny, somebody tries to, you know, talk up, that he's gonna know and he's gonna be like, words on, like that. So, anyways, he's gonna be great. This is what I'm concerned with him going home with you. Okay, I'm concerned with him peeing inside the house. He needs to have his collar on, or and you need to monitor him, and you need to correct him if you see it or you think it's about to happen.
So what the most thing has to use, which button is that?
The orange button.
The red button.
Yeah, the red button. Yep.
So these two. This one only when you go so far.
Yeah, and I just tap, tap, tap tone. Yeah, just like that. And then if he doesn't come, I'll hold it down.
This one?
That's just momentary, but you can do the same thing with this one that you do that way. Yeah. So, here, and then the other thing is I don't want him pulling on the leash, okay? Anytime the leash is tight, he's getting foot stimulation on, okay? And then last but not least is I don't want people reaching in on him to pet him.
I don't want that to.
Okay. They will learn their lesson, but I don't want you to be a part of that.
I don't like to keep people around him. So even if I'm walking outside, they become like, yeah, finish it, but just stay away. But one time, the landlord, he was kind of young, he was there. He was trying to touch him, so he put his hand on the chair. And she got scared, like, we were trying to play,
Yeah.
but he didn't like that.
Yeah.
I was like, you know what? No, now I know that I don't have to look for people.
Yeah. So for me, if I don't like it, Zoro come, Nick and Zoro come, sit down. Now, sit down. Good. If he doesn't listen to me, I put my hand on his collar. Zoro, come here. Zoro, sit up. Sit down. Good. You see, he doesn't like it, so he just went to the floor immediately. He never tried to put his mouth on my hand or anything like that.
Yeah, he never do it to me too.
And sometimes if Zoro, come on. Zoro, come on. I make sure the dog knows how to lead just from me having this hand on his collar. I don't allow other people to do this because what'll happen is he'll roll his mouth here, they'll let go and he goes, ah. If I just put my teeth on their arm, he lets go. Now, if someone grabs my collar, yeah, got him. So I don't allow that. So I play with him. I make sure he knows. If he tries to bite my arm or put his teeth on my arm, then I'll just come in here. And I'll come in here, and I'll come in here. Don't do that to me. I never had to do that to him. okay? But this is how I work.
Okay, yes, I
Yeah.
understand.
I always sweep the other side of the leg. Over here, to here, to here, to here. Or here, and then if he gives me a problem, I twist his collar up. But I never really have to deal with it like that. But sometimes I work with really large dogs, and they think they can roll over and show me that mouth, and I'm gonna just surrender. It's like, no, we just started, so don't play with me like that. But he's never been a problem. You see, he didn't even get gamey with me. He was cool. Good boy. Okay. Okay, buddy. I gave him a bath today. He did great with it. And the only thing he didn't like is if I put my, when I tried to clip his paws. But they're nice. I ground the back ones. I clip the front ones and ground the front ones, so they should be good for 2 or 3 or 4 weeks. If you guys have a problem with it, I can come over and do it. Okay.
I like to take him to the beach and take him inside. Don't mind the water. I think because he's salty or something. That's why.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Try it again. He loves the water.
Yeah. Now, this is the water you
Zoro,
love it,
sit,
but
sit.
on the beach,
Sit.
I take him inside. Something like that.
Sit. Let down. Let down.
Lay down.
Let down.
Just point to the floor. Point to the floor.
I'm good. Hey, lay down. Zoro, lay down.
Good. He'll do the same thing for you. You just got to work with him a little bit, okay? I'm going to give you guys some food today so that you can take it with you, so you have some treats for him, okay? And then we'll get a leash. This is going to be your e-collar, and I have some stuff for you guys.
Thank you.
Let me just shut this off real quick.